Welcome, folks. I am Jabby Kuwait, joined by Chara Kirk.
What's up?
We are continuing on with Moon Knight, Season 1, Episode 2. Thanks so much for joining us again. Please hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. By the by, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut-down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. However, if you want to watch the whole thing with us, uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabbyKuwait, where you can watch the whole show with us. I started thinking about other things at the same time.
But you will need your own Disney Plus subscription.
But you will need your own Disney Plus subscription, so you can open up Moon Knight in an adjacent window to our reaction, and it's like you're watching with two of your favorite pals from the internet.
Yay! We made it through the intro!
If you're watching this on Patreon already, thanks so much for supporting us here. Everything went backwards, and so like there's a voice going on in my head as my mouth is just on autopilot saying the intro that I've said like 100,000 times already. And I'm like, and then it catches up. Everything just stops for a second. I'm like, Just so you'll know, if you didn't watch episode 1's reaction, we thoroughly enjoyed episode 1. I am very, very excited to jump into episode 2. So my expectations are quite high as a result of episode 1. Here we go.
Oh, hey. He's proper mad in there. What happened?
What you're about to see is going to melt your brain, yeah? Listen to me. It's like Area 51, like...
It's gonna be all gone. It's gonna be all gone.
Yeah, that's it. Wait for it. Here it comes.
You just look like a crazy person.
Larry in maintenance is going to absolutely shoot
I
you.
swear to God, there was a dog chasing me like a hound.
Oh, yeah, Hound of the Baskervilles, was it?
Egyptian jackal. It was a jackal.
I've heard it all now.
Fast forward to when I come out.
Oh, yeah, why not? Yeah.
But look at how you're walking, though. No, it's not.
Oh, he's in so much trouble.
Oh, shit.
He's in so much trouble.
I know this is classic HR to say, but you're not alone.
Yeah, it's like part of the problem, isn't it?
Sorry.
Like, if I could find that storage locker, that might be my one chance to prove to myself that I'm not...
God, how does he not blink?
Oh, mate, thank you. Oh, thanks. Cheers.
It's like, you are absolutely off your rocker.
I've been there.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. Well, in that area. I stayed at a hotel right near there.
I know you. Number 43, right? I never forget a face.
Oh, it's cute. It's got a QR code and everything. Dang, you don't need to get an apartment in London. Just rent out a storage unit. Jeez. Probably cheaper.
That'd be crazy. It can't be comfortable. There's no bathroom in there.
Yeah, there's one in the storage unit building, I'm sure.
Is that legal? Can you, like,
No, I don't
properly
think you can. I don't think you can.
Oh, my God.
Is that money? Tell me it's money.
Passports. Gold.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
gun.
guns.
There,
Oh, yeah,
lots of
money. There we go.
It's a what do you call it?
A getaway
An escape
bag.
bag.
Yeah. Who are we?
It's a GTF.
Mark Spector.
GTFO bag.
Yeah, exactly. What is it? What?
It's a map. Oh, the scarab.
Oh.
It's totally real.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Well, we know he loses it at some point to Ethan Hawke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to go to sleep again. You hear me? Look, I don't care how bloody handsome you are. I serve Khonshu. I'm his avatar, which means you are too. The Egyptian god of the moon. Oh my God, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. He's just taken, then bam, go bonkers. And I'm going to go straight to the authorities, and they're going to put me away so that you get out of my head.
Uh-oh. God. Oh, Lord.
Oh, no. He's coming.
I'll be back, you fool.
He left his key in there, too.
Mark? Where have you been?
Layla?
Would you just stop clasping my shoulder
sorry,
like that?
I don't know where I...
Feels like I'm riding with a Victorian Duchess.
Where do I hang on?
okay, yeah? I'm still your wife.
Oh,
What?
Marceline déborde Valmore.
Ne crie pas. Je suis triste. Je voudrais m'éteindre. Les beaux étés
Sans toi, c'est la nuit sans flambeau.
Is something about I'm sad. I want to.
What?
You were distracting me.
After everything, you told me that we needed to move on.
Divorce?
Yeah, are we doing this or not?
I would never divorce you.
Such a loner.
Stop what you're doing right now. All sorts of. Get away from the bag. Don't show her what's in the bag. You're gonna get her killed. You show her that scarab. You're responsible when they come after her. Nothing. Nothing. Wait.
I mean, of course he would marry someone completely capable.
I'm supposed to believe anything you say with this shoved in a gym bag.
Take it. You can have it. And I think I'm in real danger. And I think maybe that you might be the only person that can help me.
You really don't remember why we've been looking for this.
Oh no.
Why did we come in, Mr. Grant?
Actually, right.
Appreciate it.
Jesus.
Anyone else here with you?
That's not legal at all. Oh, I mean, I don't know about English law, but...
Oof.
Fake passport and a thief. You best come with us, son. Zip tied and shot in the back of the head. Execution style.
No, I didn't do that. That's not
Of course you didn't, Stephen.
Are these guys actually cops, or are they
I don't think so.
related to Arthur?
I think they're related
somehow?
to Arthur.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, they got all that data. So, maybe they're cops.
Or both, maybe.
I thought we were going to the police
Oh,
station.
there you go.
Uh-oh, there it is. The scale.
Sit tight. Yeah?
All right. About now, I would be like, Mark!
Help, please! I've been kidnapped.
Oh, God. God, they're freaky.
You don't need to fight me, Stephen. Surrender control. I saw what you did to those people. It's not what you think. I am never giving.
Oh, look at the background.
Oh, shit.
I hear you loud and clear, Stephen Grant of the gift shop.
Ah!
She chose you as his avatar because your mind would be so easy to break, or because it was broken already?
Just need some help, maybe.
That's right, and that's why I'm here. See, this neighborhood used to have the highest crime rate in all the city. So much pain. Good evening. Good evening.
Like, he knows so much.
I am real justice.
What's he saying now? I am real justice.
How does he know all this stuff? Did he used to be an avatar?
Can you hear him?
Not anymore.
Oh,
His former avatar.
there we go.
Before you, I was the fist of vengeance.
I'm not the fist of anything. That's the little American man living inside of me.
She tears evil up from the root, casting her judgment before any evil's done. That's why we must resurrect her.
Oh. It's like Minority Report logic.
Yeah.
Ahmed will light the path to good by eradicating the choice of evil, which brings us to the scarab.
Oh.
If Amit judges people pre-evil, like before the fact, then isn't she judging an innocent person?
Yeah.
This is Ahmed's gift to her first avatar. It contains in it a tiny sliver of her power. I don't want to use it.
Then don't.
Where's the scarab?
I haven't.
What?
Didn't you see that comment? She had to show up. Like, there's no other way out of this plot.
Then keep this safe.
So be it.
Let's go.
Dang. I love her. Oh.
Oh, shit.
You bring it out. Where the hell are you? I need you to find me.
No, I can't. No, stop. Please, stop
Listen to me. Your name is Mark.
I don't know, kiss him. I don't know what. Do something.
You can do this. I promise. Steven. Come on. Let's go.
She finally acknowledged him as Steven. Oh dear. Oh, another one. Suit! Oh, no.
Oh.
What?
Where is the Scarlet?
Scarlet,
What?
what is that pose for? Pretty cool, actually. I like this.
Oh no! Oh shit. Oh no!
Oh, damn.
Oh no! Come on, dude! Help a sister out! Oof.
Oh.
You can't handle this.
I think I can.
Oh, really?
I see you, you plug ugly coyote. You're in the wrong ends, mate. You're in my yard now. Come on, come on.
I'm loving all the slang.
Come on, come on. What? Wagwan! You got planted! Layla! Did you see that?
Oh shit. Okay.
Look around. Someone's gonna get hurt if you don't let me help.
All right, do it. Take control for now.
Oh, here we go. That's the suit.
Disney Plus.
Yes.
That's where it usually was in the commercial.
Come on. Come on. Take it a little further. Gotcha.
Oh. Snap.
Oh, shit.
Oh, under the moon. Steven? No? Where's the scarab? They got it. Oh no, no, no!
I'm unable to offer you this. Thank you.
Is he gonna judge him? Quick! The hell?
You may not like my next candidate, near and dear as she is to you.
Not lying.
Where are we going?
Where the hell do you think?
Egypt, baby! Oh my gosh.
There was a lot of exposition in that episode. They had to catch us up on a lot of stuff, I guess, for the all the lore for this particular character.
But it's still so fascinating
Yeah.
because all I can think of right now is like, oh my gosh, I just want to watch the next episode. Like, I just have to know. I just have to know what happens, you know?
Right.
It's really fascinating. And now we've kind of moved on in the story and Mark is in charge now, for now.
We'll see. I mean, it seemed like power had to be granted, you know, like control had to be granted. That's the interesting part of it all. And I'm wondering if at some point Steven will find a way to take control of his body again without being given permission.
From my understanding of dissociative identity disorder, a lot of the time these mental breaks happen because of a traumatic event. And so these different personalities are made in order to protect the psyche, right? And so I guess Stephen is that part of him that is just, he doesn't want to be this mercenary. He doesn't want to be the guy with the blood on his hands and all of that. He has this persona that is, you know, a meek and mild type of guy. And then
the complete antithesis
of that. And then now it's like, okay, the real danger's happening. The guy who understands how to take charge and to do those things that only a mercenary knows how to do needs to be in charge now because it is life or death. Now he's got his wife to think about and protect. And I love her. Oh my God, she's so cool. I really, really like her character. I like that she's so feisty. I'm going to save you as well. Even though, you know, maybe I don't have all the skills, but I'm going to try.
The powers of the suit are quite interesting because, you know, Steven came up with that suit on his own somehow. Because it's not the one that he normally wears. I mean, the cape and everything like that. It's fascinating that, like, this just kind of was conjured out of nowhere, this other alternate suit.
It's funny as well because, you know, it's like a wordplay, right? She's like, wear the suit, put on the suit, make the suit materialize or whatever the hell. And so, yeah, I guess it depends who you are because suit, he made a suit.
Yeah.
It just wasn't the suit that everyone else was thinking of.
I think that Steven is going to come back because they showed you in this episode that even him, who is like the meek character, is able to be strong and fight back.
Yeah.
He obviously was not equipped enough because he didn't have any experience to fight this specific battle, but presumably he could come back even stronger.
Yeah, that's true. And he's definitely determined to get his life back.
Right.
I'm just a little bit unsure, and maybe it doesn't even matter who is the, like, I don't know what you would call it, like the original personality,
Steven.
the alpha personality. You think it's Steven?
I think Steven was the original. Well, I don't know how any of this stuff works. I mean, I'm learning about this for the most part. Like, obviously we watched the breakdowns and whatnot, but those were very dense. This episode made me happy all over again that Ethan Hawke is part of the MCU, like officially, because he's really, really good. I mean, the thing is, this episode had so much exposition to deliver, and it's like there's a lot of information to take in order to get us up to speed with what's going to be happening in the coming episodes, in the coming story, that will have an effect on the MCU at large, right? What better actor than Ethan Hawke to present all that info, and have Oscar Isaac, also an excellent actor, to like have someone to bounce off of back and forth in order to get all this data across to the audience.
Yeah.
It's a lot. You know?
I realized as we were watching it that we were just so engrossed in the story and just absorbing the information because, like you said, it is so much and it feels like, you know, if you talk over it or if you blink or something, you might miss some important information. I really, really like Ethan Hawke in this, and once again, they've got this villain who is trying to do what he thinks is good.
But he's a genocidal maniac.
But is a complete psycho.
Yeah. They did a good job of explaining what his objectives are and where he's coming from. And it's very clear, and you understand why he believes what he believes, even though it's wrong. You get it. That's a very hard thing to do, I think, where you can like, oh yeah, I totally understand where the bad guy's coming from. Even though he's totally psycho and wrong, I get it. They did that with Thanos, and here they're injecting that Minority Report logic, which is like, the person hasn't committed the crime yet. It's like, I forgot what they call like pre-crime or something. Precogs.
Yeah, precogs, yeah. But it's not fair, you know, because you
haven't actually committed the crime yet.
Yeah, the whole thing about being human is that you have choice. Just because, you know, Amit is like, oh, you're going to commit that crime doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to happen, because we have free will and, you know, we can change our decisions at any time.
Well, the logic in Minority Report was that the precogs had to be in an agreement, right? There's 3 of them, and sometimes they disagree on what is actually the outcome. Whereas I don't know where Amit would be flawed in her logic of, if this person is genuinely going to commit a crime, let's say Hitler, right? Let's say someone absurd, Stalin, like this person is going to become that individual. Like, I get why Amit's rule for Ethan Hawke's character, Amit's philosophy makes so much sense.
Yeah.
In that specific really strong example.
Because he is the type of person who has a strong moral code, right? And that's why he was Khonshu's Fist of Vengeance before, right? And that totally explains why he understands everything that's going on with Stephen and Mark and how that works. But he's so extreme that even though he was taking vengeance on people that had already committed crimes or that had done bad things, he wanted to take it a step further and just basically nip it in the bud.
I really liked the scene work inside of Stephen's apartment when he brought Mark's wife home. There was something very interesting about that in terms of the build-up, because he's just trying to figure out who he is. She's trying to figure out why he's doing this silly accent. And even the lead up to that scene, the way it was shot of like him holding her and whatnot, because it's like he's just holding on for dear life, and he's clearly like not the individual she knows.
Yeah.
The way he's behaving, he has no confidence, and the guy she knows is basically like James Bond, right?
Yeah.
In terms of just his masculinity, his strength, and his ability to take care of the situation. And so it's really weird for her, and the way it's being shot, and his perspective and whatnot, looking at the mirror, looking at her reaction, it's like we're him. And that's really neat. They did a really good job of putting us in his seat. But back at his place, there was a really good job with the voiceover and whatnot of like kind of amping it up, going, yo, shut up, shut up, shut up. What you're going to do is get her killed. You're going to get her involved. When he said that and he stopped sifting through the bag, I was like, you already know what's going to happen. Like, she's going to get involved. That's why I knew she was going to show up.
Yeah.
Because it's like they basically set it up. It's not exactly Chekhov's gun, but like that's what it was in my mind. It's like there's no reason to say this if it's not going to come up later. That's good writing, right?
Sure.
And so like she pulls out the scarab and it's like, we've been fighting for this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, so now I know she's going to enter into the scene. I mean, we've also established that she's quite the feisty character.
Yes.
And so naturally she's going to show up to protect him, the guy that she still loves. She doesn't want a divorce. Mark was getting a divorce to protect her.
Yes.
That's interesting. He's doing this thing that was kind of breaking her heart in order to keep her safe.
Yeah.
Because he can't continue to do it and do his job. Right?
Yeah, like there's so many layers there.
Additionally, I think that the whole thing is he's going to want to maintain his position with Khonshu. Am I saying that right?
Khonshu, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to want to maintain that position so she never has to become him.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, and so he has to keep doing that. Yeah. Oh, it's a tough position to be in. Obviously, this is the show, and, you know, the comics probably have some influence, but not, you know, they're doing their own thing.
Yeah,
but from what I read, in the one thing that I read, it seemed like he actually did really, really enjoy doing this stuff, like doing the work. It was his life's purpose in a way, and he derived a lot of joy out of doing it, but it doesn't really seem to be the case here, unless that's something that we're going to learn about the character later on, that like actually he enjoys exacting vengeance on these people.
I really wish that they swapped in terms of like the designation for like what is TV and what is movie. I really wish that they swapped this with Eternals, because Eternals really needed to be a TV show and this needed to be a movie. I don't know. This seems like it would have been a great watch on the big screen.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you put the bigger budget behind it. You got great actors behind it. Like everything is there. I'm really enjoying what we've got so far. And even the wife, I forgot her name.
Layla.
Her name was all through the phone and I couldn't remember it. That's hilarious. Like even her, I don't know who that actress is, but I think she's doing a fantastic job as well. Like they got a solid cast here.
Yeah, so good.
And maybe it's just not high concept enough for it to warrant being a movie, but I feel like there's enough going on here that it's like this would be a pretty strong, it'd be a smaller Marvel movie, at least what we're seeing so far. But that it doesn't need to be a $200 million blockbuster in order to warrant it being in the movie theater.
Sure.
You know,
yeah.
I feel like look at Cloverfield versus 10 Cloverfield Lane. Both hit the theaters. 10 Cloverfield Lane was much smaller. I think that this could have been a cool theatrical experience. I'm happy I get to share the experience with you guys. It also makes us money. In my heart of hearts, I wish that this was a movie that we get to watch in theaters.
I don't know. Maybe as we go along, we're going to find out that there's so much more story and that it does warrant a 6-episode miniseries.
Sure.
You know,
yeah, I'm sure that's, yes.
Yeah.
Give me 2 movies.
Sure, why not? Yeah, make 2 3-hour-long movies, but
I think 3-hour films is going to become more and more standard as we go.
Oh, yeah.
With the comic book movies.
Definitely.
I mean, we got the 2.5-hour Spider-Man movie. We had the 3 hours Endgame. Batman. I feel like 3 hours is going to become more and more a norm in terms of like Doctor Strange. I think is going to be 3 hours if I'm not mistaken, or it's going to be long.
It's going to be long, yeah.
And so I feel like this could have been a 3-hour movie. I feel like 45 minutes each. You know, you just cut off a little bit so that it's 3 hours instead of whatever 45 times 6 is. It's not even a proper 45 because a lot of that is credits.
Yeah.
So I feel like they could have done a 3-hour movie, but then who's going to watch a 3-hour film about a character they never heard of? It's easier to get access to that character through Disney Plus, where you're already paying for the subscription. I get it, Disney. See what we're seeing? I'm like, I wish we were watching this in theaters. The fight scene was really interesting, even though like it felt slightly clunky. It was a very neat idea, and the execution was still fun because you can't see the bad guy.
Yeah.
You're looking at it from Layla's perspective, and so it's just this invisible villain who's tossing them about. I don't know. That's interesting to watch because like, what's this choreography that's going on? Like, how do you do that? And like, you have this visual effects of him being tossed about, like the poor stunt guy, but still, like, it just looks interesting, you know?
And then he just ends up looking like a crazy person in London. I mean, which you know,
properly Fight Club. Yeah.
There's a lot of those running around, so no one in London's really going to bat an eyelid.
There's a couple of lines that where the jokes didn't land quite as well as I was hoping. Like, I could see that was supposed to be funny, and it wasn't quite as funny. I'm like, oh, I wanted to laugh at that, but it wasn't that funny. Like when he goes, where'd you get this? What is this? And he's like, it's a paperweight. Where'd you get it from? The paperweight shop. I'm like, okay. I wish that was funny because I wanted to laugh there, but it wasn't enough. Like, that happens sometimes though. Like,
yeah, it does happen.
When you got so many jokes in the show, I guess that's bound to happen.
But I think it's almost like I've noticed that the moments that we laugh at are more like we're laughing at the character of Stephen and the behavior and the mannerisms and just his general awkwardness and that uncomfortableness that, you know, just makes us laugh because he's just so genuinely in it, you know? And I really, really enjoy watching his performance of these two characters.
I hope that Stephen's character stays present throughout because he's a very interesting guy.
Yes.
You know, because like you said in the previous episode discussion, he's extremely vulnerable. That can be more interesting to watch than someone who is completely collected.
Yeah, someone who's very capable.
Yeah.
You know, we want to see Stephen learn and figure it out.
Yeah.
And we also want to see him blunder because it's really funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was fun, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out again. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon, please, all notifications, and vote this up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're watching this on Patreon, thanks so much for supporting us here. I'm Jabby Kuwait. This is
Achara Kirk.
Peace out.